Hey, fifth grade. It's time for Spring Week 10's art lesson. Last week we started talking about our silhouette portrait. This week we're going to go into more depth about how to draw a face from the side. Before we begin, you're going to need your STEM journal because it has all your notes in it, your sketchbook, and your coloring supplies, as well as a pencil and eraser. Your fifth grade expedition information. The guiding question, the changes keep coming. The connection. We have studied 3 artists who have changed the art scene with their craft. And our learning targets, I can learn about artists around the world and I can reflect on my place in the community as an artist. Now, in the big picture and the long run, art is actually part of the empathize stage in the design process. It helps us identify and understand and connect with our subject. So our subject has been changes, how things just keep changing. So we've been talking about artists who change. We're going to show in this one how we have changed as people and how we have lots of things in our heads, things like that. So overall, art is part of the empathize stage in the design process. Now, we have these steps when we are doing art. Like we defined last week, we came up with ideas last week, you're going to do a prototype today, and ultimately you'll end up testing your artwork by doing it and then sharing it with me or other people. So a reminder as to what a silhouette is. A silhouette is a portrait or a picture of a person from the side. So you get the profile of someone's face. And it includes the front of your head, the back of your head, and usually your shoulders. Usually your shoulders. If you want to just do your neck, that's usually not too much of a worry. And then once we've gotten the outline of our head drawn, we're going to fill it up with things that represent us, that we know how to draw, that we've come up with our big list. That's what we were doing last week. Now, these 2 examples are up on your Google Classroom. They're good examples to look at, but they're not going to be all of your head. I mean, you need to put in here if you have anything. Like I always add my glasses to mine because mine are it's important to my profile or to my representation when I see that I have my glasses on. If you need to add other things like if you have long hair, if you've got short hair, whatever, however you are. So you can look at those 2 as examples, but please don't use them as your base. If you are a remote learner and you want to print them out and trace it, please make sure you're making them big, like fill up the page big. I am going to be going over with you how to draw a profile, and I'm also going to do this with my in-class learners. So take a look, see what we got. So this is going to have some steps that are similar to when we draw our face, the face-to-face like we've done in the past. First, I'm going to start with a big shape. Please note that this is going to be big. You need it to be big. If you're doing a small circle, it's going to be really hard for you to draw all those things in there. Now, once you've got your circle drawn, go ahead. Remember how we did this before? We put our fingers and you go slowly till you meet the middle. Make a line. And I'm going to draw just a line down. That's all I need for that part. Next, and this is going to be kind of a strange part for you to understand, so please bear with me. I promise it works. We're going to make a triangle kind of shape that goes down and connects to this right here. Connects down. This is your chin. This is the back of your head. This is your chin. I know it doesn't entirely seem like it's enough, but I promise it's there. Then we're going to do our fingers like we have been. And we're going to start at the top. And this is why, so slide your finger like kind of over here. There you go. And then slowly bring your fingers. There we go. That's going to be the middle. We're going to do this again from the chin, from the bottom of the chin to this top. Because, hey, do you remember what these are going to be? That's going to be where your eyes are. Here to the bottom. So, let me do that again. So, there we go. This is going to be the tip of your nose. Then slow, boom, mouth. Now, because we're just drawing a profile, the rest of this we don't really need anymore. That's for if you're going to draw like ears and the rest of the face or the rest of the head. But we're just drawing the outline of a neck, of a head. So let's add your neck. Remember, don't make it too small. Now, when we come out over here, let me zoom my camera in. So this is kind of your eyes and your nose and the eyebrow. This is the tip of your nose. So I'm going to start, and I want to make sure that my nose tip comes out. Now, if you need to, go look in the mirror or ask someone to let you know, how do you think your nose looks from the side? That is just a gentle nose. You could have a nose that's more like, come in. There's different ways. Different people have different kinds of noses. So if you want to be accurate, you can go ahead and see if you can take a look at it. It's going to be hard to see your own nose from the side. So you, like I said, you may need to ask somebody. Now, this is going to be the part where some of my guys are going to get really upset with me because, yeah, you actually do have to draw your mouth this time. This is going to be the top part of your lips. This is going to be the bottom part of your lip. So, kind of like, well, it's a lot like drawing the top of a heart. You've got two bumps. So, one top goes up to the mouth. Next top comes down, and boom, I've drawn the outside. So then I can make that line darker. Now let's talk about the rest of this. I wear my glasses. So like I said, this is where my eyes would be. My glasses will sit right about here. So I'm going to finish putting my glasses on there. Here's my top of my head. If you want to be accurate, you can swing your finger over here again, slide your finger over, come down, right about there. So my hair is going to start right about here. So I'm going to have a smooth forehead. Then here's the hair that comes back around my, and I almost always have a ponytail these days. So draw my ponytail. Now I get rid of any of these extra lines and things that we don't need anymore. So these are all guidelines. That can go away, that can go away. I've gotten lazy. So much easier to do that now. So, this is my profile. This is just a hand-drawn profile. Now I would start to fill it up with things about me. Like if I wanted to, I could start doing, remember, the bigger you draw something, the more important you feel like it is. So I could put, I would say, like, you know, my dogs would be a pretty big symbol I could draw if I wanted to draw really big. draw a book, whatever it is that you're going to continue filling it up. But you want to make sure that you're getting lots of things in here. That's one of the reasons why we wrote out 20 things. Fill it up. If the only thing you get done today is a good profile, that's okay. Go back, watch how to do it again if you need to. Draw it a few times. Do it lightly until you think you've got it right, and then draw it harder, and then you got it. But please remember to draw big. All right? I'll see you guys next time.